Thank you guys for being here. I'd like to thank the media for the coverage you give to our universities, our teams, and our student athletes. Thank you for taking the time to be here today. Would like to thank the American Athletic Conference, Commissioner Pernetti, for his leadership. Also like to acknowledge Mike Oresco for his years of service to this league and helping really advance the platform of this college and where we are in college football. Also like to acknowledge our administration at Tulane University, President Michael Fitz, Athletics Director David Harris. I would not be at Tulane without their vision and leadership. I'm honored to be the head football coach at Tulane. I'm extremely grateful to serve in the role I have, to be in one of the coolest cities in the world, at one of the best academic institutions in the United States, and playing big-time college football, competing at the highest level, motivates me and inspires me daily. We have a fantastic group of young men on our team. Our locker room is incredible. The culture of our football team right now is very impressive. Two of those young men are with me. Patrick Jenkins, who's a New Orleans product, went to John Ehret High School, defensive lineman, big-time impact in the Cotton Bowl championship a couple years ago. Pat is a stalwart on our defensive line and has been around our program for a couple years. And then Vincent Murphy, who is a transfer to us from Western Kentucky, where he started the last couple years at center and guard. Vinny, I had coached against when I was at Troy, and he was at Western Kentucky. Came in January, and really neat to bring two linemen. That fires me up, and also to bring a returning player and a transfer that got there in January to really show that this landscape of college football that we're all in now, it's constantly changing. And you have to every year make a lot of guys from different parts of the country, some of them maybe high school recruits, junior college transfers or transfer portal guys, all become one. And those two guys are really a great reflection of that, of our team becoming one. So with that, we'll open it up to questions and look forward to y'all getting to spend time with our guys that are here today.
All right, our first question will be to the far right.
Coach Trey Smith, College Underdogs. Studying your even brief career as a head coach, you seem to have a knack for hiring really good assistant coaches. And even your, I think, first staff at Troy, some of those guys are now at Big 12, SEC, one might be in the NFL. And you seem to find them before everybody knows they're good coaches. So what is it that you look for when you're selecting your staff? And then is there anything you want to say about your current staff this first year at Tulane?
Yeah, the first factor that goes into hiring an assistant coach for me is it a good person? You know, I don't want to be around people that are hard to deal with every day. So I look for quality people, men of character, who care deeply about serving and developing our players. First and foremost, that's got nothing to do with X's and O's. And so good people matter. I'm a firm believer that better people make better players, better people make better coaches, better people make better media members. I think the better person you are, the better you are at your job. And so I think you have to hire great people that care about relationships and helping others develop. And then, yeah, the football component matters. Guys understanding how I want the culture of our team to look like, what I want the rhythms in our building to look like and feel like. We don't have bad days in New Orleans and Uptown in our building. We have a bounce in our step. Our worst days are still really good. And so making sure that the guys that we bring on board have that mindset and always have positive energy and have a great attitude. But then on top of it, it's guys that understand how we want to play the game. And we want to play the game with physicality. That doesn't necessarily dictate an offensive or defensive scheme, but we have a blue-collar mindset. We do things with a chip on our shoulder, and we have a tough mentality. And so those coaches that we bring in have to fit really those components to me.
Go there in the second row in the middle.
John, Gary Smith, NOLA.com, Times-Picayune. You were picked third in the media poll that was released today. I look back your first year at Troy when you won the conference championship. You were picked third in your division that year. I know polls don't mean that much, but just your thoughts, and obviously how do you feel like what this team can achieve this year?
Yeah, you get a chance to prove them right or prove them wrong. Whether you're picked first or last doesn't really matter. I think it's great for maybe the banter between fan bases and the coverage of our conference. But where we are picked preseason has zero to do where we're going to finish, and so you can be picked at the top of the bottom and finish wherever you want. You get what you earn. This game's no different than life. You get what you earn. You want to be higher than third, you better go earn it. And if you don't go earn it, you'll be lower than third. This is a challenging conference, a challenging league, and we've got our work cut out for us. But every day you get the opportunity to prove people right or prove them wrong. And we do have a goal of we want to be at the top. That's a goal.
To the back and to the right.
Hey, Coach. William Goodwin with the Frisco Bowl. I'll spare you asking who's going to start a quarterback this year, but I just wanted to hear more about Ty Thompson and how you've seen him get more comfortable since he's been on campus and how he's impacted the locker room.
Yeah, that's a fantastic question that you didn't ask who's going to be the starter. All right, number one. And then number two, I think you really hit the nail on the head with how he adjusted and kind of come into his own. And really it is probably a two-man race between Kai and Ty. I like our quarterback room. Darian Mensah is a redshirt freshman who I really like from San Luis Obispo, California. And then Kellen Tasby is a local product from here in the Dallas area, the true freshman that I really like. I think both those guys have bright futures. Talking about Ty's really growth, he is extremely gifted athletically. He is big, strong, and fast. I mean, he can run. Like he hit 22 miles an hour on the GPS last week on our devices, which is rolling. It was the fastest guy on our team that day at workouts. So he's got the physical traits and the gifts you want. I mean, it looks like he could play tight end. I mean, he is an impressive guy physically. But the best thing for Ty, he came to us in January, and the best thing has really been seeing him become comfortable in his own skin around the team. Anytime you go into a new environment, that transition sometimes can be a little overwhelming or a little daunting, and just trying to figure out your lane or where you fit in or who the new people around you are. And I think this summer has been exceptional for Ty in regards to him being more comfortable around his teammates, him understanding the processes and procedures of the program, him understanding the city of New Orleans and Uptown better. It's a unique place culturally, and so him being comfortable with the environment. And so I think he's made big strides. I'm excited to watch those guys go to work this month of August coming up and figure out which one takes the reins of the job. There is a situation where we could play two. Who knows? I'm not going to lock ourselves in anything yet. But I really like the direction that Ty is headed, and Kai has had a good summer as well. Both those guys, I think we can win games with, and I'm glad we got both of them on our football team.
Other questions for Coach? All right, thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.